All right, what's going on, my peoples? It's your boy Kenny, man. I'm back one time for your mind. People, appreciate everybody watching the challenge that I did with me and my wife for a new show that we coming out with. Uh, that shit fucked me up for a couple of days, so I've been laying down. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming up in the building, showing love. Um, let's just get this out the way. We got another domestic terrorist attack, people. Listen, I'm not gonna be long on this, man. I just want to get this out here. All I want to say is, I want to know, where was Black Lives Matter? Was Black Lives Matter? Where was y'all at? Why, like, wasn't they involved in this shit? Wasn't Black Lives Matter involved in this? It's all racist ass Trump supporters, the real domestic terrorists. Okay, the real terrorists in the country. Wasn't that Black Lives Matter that shot that store up? That store up in the when that guy from Black Lives Matter, when he representing Black Lives Matter, that shot that store up in Colorado? Wasn't that dude that went to different locations and shot up them Asian stores? Wasn't he part of Black Lives Matter? Thought that was Black Lives Matter. Antifa, ain't that Antifa in them? They Antifa. That's what I thought. Because my understanding, anytime mass shootings happen, violence happen in the country, people storm capitals, that was Black Lives Matter, Antifa. People that shoot up Asian community stores, go to Colorado, shoot up a store, that is all Antifa and Black Lives Matter, people. That's what they tell us every single day on mainstream media and on social media from Trump supporters. These racist ass Republican governor officials, these officials, these politicians, no matter if they inside the Congress or they local state Republican racist pieces of shit. These all, every time anything happen in this country, it's all Black Lives Matter and Antifa fault, people. So the real headline should be, what happened in Colorado was Black Lives Matter was somehow involved in that shooting. That's what we get from these officials. That's what they tell us every day. Nothing is Trump fault. Nothing is their white supremacy people fault. It's nobody else's fault but theirs. But Black Lives Matter. It's not their fault. And let me just say this, to get this out here to know, because I'm being facetious, people. Listen, uh, let's just get this straight. What they won't tell you is these two dudes that did these terrorist attacks in Atlanta and Colorado, they Trump supporters. They won't tell you that, but they will tell you that they had a mental breakdown. They quick to throw it on the people that are mentally ill. Try to like put them in that category. Let me just explain something to you. It's a difference from people that are mentally ill. See, usually mentally ill people, real high percentage of mentally ill people don't go on terrorist attacks. Ain't They don't have the they don't comprehend that well to go out and commit mass shootings. Okay? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing mentally ill wrong with these motherfucking terrorists. These white domestic terrorists that go and kill innocent people that they don't know. Okay? People, I know people would love to call these people are mentally ill. Nothing wrong with them. See, think about this to make it fair, people. So people understand exactly what I'm saying about ain't nothing mentally wrong with these motherfuckers. See, I keep the same energy. See, I don't play these roles of these people are mentally ill when it benefits the people that look like me. Okay? Motherfuckers that go out and commit terrorist attacks in the country, I don't give a fuck if they gangbangers. Ain't nothing mentally wrong with these motherfuckers. It's most likely the environment they lived in, how they've been raised, and what they've been taught. And let's just make this very, very clear. We got two different types of way of living here in America. We got a bunch of idiot motherfuckers that believe in nonsense, that believe in conspiracy theories, or believe that it's okay to go around and kill innocent people, or don't give a fuck if they may have a target to shoot somebody, but they wind up killing kids or killing innocent people in the process of that. All those motherfuckers are terrorists. Okay? The difference is the color of the skin and the environment. See, we're gonna if we're gonna be fair about this, we call it what it is. We gonna call it out on no matter what color skin you are. If you're out committing fucking domestic terrorist crimes or going around shooting up communities and killing motherfuckers, you are a fucking terrorist. You are a danger to the country. It just is what it is. But like I said, nothing is mentally wrong with these motherfuckers. They are misguided people that believe in stupid shit that makes them want to go out and kill people. That's all it is. They tried to blame sex addiction of the reason why that motherfucking white domestic terrorist down in Atlanta went to those Asian community shops and killed those people because he was fed up. He had a bad day because you know what? He felt like that's where they was I don't know, I guess molesting kids or whatever the fuck. So that made you think about how stupid this is. This motherfucker, this shit made this stupid motherfucker wake up one day and say, I got triggered by seeing Asian stores where they usually sell hair, do nails, pedicures and shit like that. That somehow made him get triggered to get up, grab a gun, and go not to one, but 3 to 4 motherfucking goddamn stores in different areas. Because he got triggered sexually. But somehow that makes sense of that he's mentally ill. Ain't nothing wrong with that motherfucker. See, the difference is, just think about this. Imagine if that was a woman. Nobody's gonna say she's mentally ill because she got a sex addiction. They're gonna call her a whore. Which she most likely is. But a white dude get out here and people believe this nonsense bullshit. He got triggered because he got a sex addiction, and it made him go to a Asian establishments to kill Asian people and wound up killing some white people too. Innocent people. But we got stupid people in this country that'll believe what this shit is supposed to really actually be about. Let me just explain something. This dude was a Trump supporter. Okay? He was a Trump supporter. Listened to Trump, put targets on the Asian community back when it came to this virus. He made fun of Asian people during this pandemic with this virus on purpose. So this idiot dude woke up one day and felt like got the balls, got high, whatever got his balls to get so high, like he got kahunas now, that made him want to go out and go to these Asian communities far as where they have their businesses at and go and shoot it up. And let me just tell you how stupid they think that we are. So you don't think that he planned this? Somebody that's mentally ill like that can't plan going on a terrorist attack. Okay? They're not going to go to multiple they're not going to go to multiple places in different areas where is Asian Americans are to go and shoot up their businesses. He had to know where they were. He had to have been plotting on this shit for a minute. But this is how stupid they think we are. You don't just all of a sudden one day just wake the fuck up, have a nervous breakdown because of your sex addiction, and run around and go to multiple places of where Asian Americans is and kill them, shoot at them, and kill a lot of them in their place of business. That is not what mentally ill people do, people. I wish that America be honest with the real issues. With some of these issues, I mean. This man was not disturbed. This man was not mentally ill. The man was a fucking racist piece of shit. And he went to the Asian community of their businesses and killed them and murdered them. Not because he had a sex addiction, not because in his mind he thought that he was protecting kids and none of that other fuck shit. Be honest. And stop doing a disservice to the mentally ill community. People that are very mentally ill, that actually do go through mentally ill problems. It's a smack in the face. It's disrespectful. It's insulting. It's insulting to the people that are mentally ill. And it's insulting to people that are not mentally ill that know fucking better. It's insulting to the rest of us that actually use common sense and know the difference between somebody that's mentally ill from a fucking racist, a domestic terrorist, a white domestic terrorist at that. The same fucking race of people that have been terrorizing people of color and black people in this country for hundreds of years. But they want to play without top. They want us to think that this fucking piece of shit was mentally ill. So let's move on to Colorado. Almost a week later, this stupid son of a bitch goes to a store and shoot it up for, we don't know the reasons yet, but I guarantee you he's a Trump supporter. I guarantee you that. Let me explain something to you people. It's only two reasons that you go on a terrorist attack. Okay? One, on some racist shit. Two, because most likely something in your life got fucked up, so you go to the place where it triggered you at, that made you pissed and angry. I guarantee you, he just randomly just did that. Unless he worked at that motherfucker. So most likely the motherfucker is a domestic racist terrorist. If he had a problem with his job or whatever the situation is, he most likely gonna go to his job and commit domestic terrorism. Most likely if he got family issues, he's most likely gonna kill his own fucking family members. But I guarantee you, it's most likely on some racist shit or because of the simple fact that he probably got so angry that these stores made him wear masks. He got sick of it. Let's put some money on that. I guarantee you I'm right. But mainstream media, these racist ass Republican politicians, these motherfucking nut jobs on fucking social media, the right wing, want to sit here and pretend that he was mentally ill. People, you know what? I feel like every day of seeing this type of fucking hate and violence and discrimination and a lack of humanity in this fucking country, I feel like every day, one of these days, I'm gonna explode. I'm just gonna fucking zap out. But you know what I do though? So I won't get to that fucking point. So I won't have a nervous breakdown or breakdown mentally. You know what I do? I stay the fuck home. I stay amongst my people. I stay amongst my loved ones. I appreciate the shit that I do have. I appreciate the shit that I can do and study what I can't do. I appreciate it. I take a couple of days off or a week off and stop looking at all the fucking the hate and the violence and the discrimination and the lack of empathy that I see on TV and social media. I take some time off. Like right now, before I did this live stream. I'm binge watching the series Bones. It's a TV show that I like. I'm rewatching this shit. I'm in my first season, 12 episodes. I'm on the 12th episode. Let me just explain something to you, some of you domestic terrorist Trump supporters, you fucking racist pieces of shit. Let me just tell you something. If you mind your business, if you didn't take everything so goddamn personally, the shit that you take shit personally that you shouldn't. The shit that you should, you don't. So that let me know, most likely, you're ignorant or you're stupid. You pick and you choose. You could be just both. But usually, if you look up the definition of both of them, they usually lead into each word. People say they sick and tired of seeing terrorist attacks. These type of shootings happen. Well, you don't do nothing about it. You don't use the power that you do have with voting to put politicians in to change some policies. At least try. No, you want to run around like Meghan McCain on The View, talk about Second Amendment, I'm a gun. Bitch, I'm a gun owner. And I don't give a fuck about guns that much. I don't listen. You could take if you could take my guns that I have, that me and my wife have, that we own. You could take them bitches away if we could get back some of these people that are getting killed because of these fucking guns. I don't give a fuck about no fucking gun. But these are the same people that they say they have faith that God is going to protect them. So you need no weapon. All you need is God, right? You motherfuckers don't believe in God and you don't believe in rights either. So stop lying and playing with the fucking American people top like you actually really care. You only give a fuck about you. You don't give a fuck about others. Because if you did, you wouldn't be thinking the nonsense shit that you think about or the shit that you claim that you believe. We in a state right now that where people are trying to pretend that these behaviors that a lot of Americans are showing that are violent or racist or insensitive, like it all of a sudden started with Trump. No, these people always been this way. America always bred and breeded the people this way. I told you, it ain't a lot of these racist, careless pieces of shit of people in the country like that. The problem is that they are in some type of power position in the country. So they're running the country. That's the issue. And if you want things to change, you have to vote these so-called powerful motherfuckers that are in powerful positions and get them the fuck out of there. Because they don't deserve to be there, because they don't work for you. They don't give a fuck about you, and they don't give a fuck about anybody else but themselves. Don't tell me about a Second Amendment. I don't give a fuck about the Second Amendment. I don't give a fuck about the First Amendment if you're not going to be responsible of using either one or having the freedom to do it. When a motherfucker go and commit a crime, that means he don't give a fuck about his First Amendment or his Second Amendment or any of the amendments because he wants to go into slavery. And I don't give a fuck if he's black or white. That's the choice that you make. So he wasn't responsible with the freedom that he did have. So this goes to all the fucking so-called religious and the politician and the Trump supporters, all you racist and stupid motherfuckers. You're not responsible enough to have a first amendment, to have the freedom of speech. You're not responsible enough to own guns. People out here dying for nothing, and these people are sitting and talking about their beliefs. But what about the people that died? Do your beliefs outweigh their death? Every day, these type of people are on mainstream media that are in politics, or they're politicians that are horrible individuals. Long as they are in power, we are all in danger. Let's just call them what they are. They're baby Hitlers. This just is what they is. We walking around the country like nothing is like this is normal. Listen, it seems normal because we've been dealing with it for a long time. But if you open up your third eye, fuck being woke, open up that third eye and see what the fuck a lot of us are seeing, you will see that this shit ain't normal. Well, listen, it could be normal, but this ain't how this shit's supposed to be. What up, LT? What up, G? What up, OG? We are sitting around here. They on TV right now, every day, all day on Fox News talking about illegal immigrants' children and shit like that. I mean, all the motherfuckers that Trump locked up that died when he was the president. How many of them kids don't know where their parents are? Just talking about open board. Man, listen to me. That's why I don't talk about a lot of immigration shit, because the hypocrisy of America kills me. And let me explain something to y'all. The only reason that they will not get this immigration shit correctly and come together and have a law is because they benefit off of arresting these people, these immigrants, um, these private prisons owned by billionaires and millionaires, and so they make money of storing these people in these cells, in these detention centers. They make money off of this shit. If people really actually researched and did their homework about what America profits off of, more than anything anything in the country, we profited mainly off of in jail, incarcerating and putting people in cages into slavery. That's what it's no different. They've been making this. They've been doing this shit since the beginning of the country. They so-called created the country with our ancestors. Listen, ain't rocket scientists here, people. This is the reason why they can't in Congress make a decision. And don't get this shit twisted either. The Democrats don't want this shit to go away either. I ain't gonna say all of them, but a lot of them. They don't want this shit to go away. They want this chaos that with the border and having this debate every fucking year and year and year going on. They could pass a law today, nigga, and fix this shit just like this. But they choose not to because they both sides benefits off of this. See, the Democrats benefited off of, trying to pretend of they got the more high ground on this. And don't get this shit twisted either. Listen, I listen to Republicans and they don't lie. See, they tell a truth too, and they're not lying about the Democrats. That's why they on Fox News. You hear Tucker Carlson and all them talking about they're trying to brown America. They're trying to get rid of us. They're trying to have us like we doesn't exist anymore. They're trying to get us so we won't exist no more. They're not lying about that either. They're not fully lying about that. See, Democrats want a lot of immigrants to come in the country and get citizenship so they can brown the country up, because they know that usually a lot of immigrants lean to the left more after a while they in the country. So, and they come from a dictatorship which usually ran by somebody that leans more conservative, which is the Republican Party that is in our country. Okay, so they want to brown in the market. That's not nothing that's hidden. And listen, and I'm not saying it's all bad of why they want it to happen, but they are not being honest about it either. So that's what makes it dishonest and disingenuous about the shit that happened at the border. We need to stop allowing these fucking politicians in the mainstream media to give us news that they're not telling the whole truth about. They only get the truth when it benefits them. They only tell the truth when it benefits them. I told you, I have never been so more embarrassed in my 39 years going on 40. God bless me to get there in a couple of months. Listen, Uh, I never been so embarrassed by my own country so much to these last couple of years. I'm embarrassed. This shit is embarrassing. We got devils running the country, teaching our kids to be like them, to have the same bad behaviors, the same bad instincts of how they treat others. Told you, a lot of this shit, people are not born the way that they wind up being. They're being raised that way and then turn around, get older, and then teach that way. So that's why you have a whole bunch, a lot of motherfuckers in the country that's fucked up. And I don't give a fuck how rich they are, how powerful they are. They are fucked up. They are fucked up human beings. This bitch that was from Colorado that's in the Senate, in Congress, this woman, you from this state. And right after this shit happens in Colorado, this mass shooting, you're out getting people, trying to get people to donate to you or for talking about guns and shit. How insensitive is that? How delusional people are. And I always hear the stupid shit. See, this is how stupid these people think that we are, but I believe some of them are not that bright either. Right? Listen, you hear this come from the right a lot. If somebody in there had a gun, maybe it wouldn't have been so many people that died. Let me just explain something to you what happens in a gunfight, stupid people out there. If everybody is shooting innocent people, bullets fly. And just because you can own a gun doesn't mean that you're a great shot. But see, I learned that. I didn't learn that, in school, and I didn't go to college. I had to do all of this other extra shit to learn this. I learned this just growing up in the hood with violence. That you got all these different people shooting, innocent people might get killed. It might actually be more people die and get shot when too many people everybody got a gun. But see, we're not dealing with rational human beings. We're not dealing with good human beings. We're not being with genuine human beings about issues. They talk nonsense. Hi, Daddy. Hey, Boop. All right, I'm ready to come down there. Daddy bought you something. Don't go in there yet, Boop. I gotta clean that up, okay? All right, I'm ready to come down there now. All right, let me get out of here, people. But like I said, we're not dealing with rational human beings. We're dealing with people that lie to the people for their own agenda. It's no way impossible if those the people. It would have been more people that died if all of them had probably had guns, or a couple of people may have had guns. You don't know who else would have got killed. It'd have probably been a lot more for all we know. But my experiences of a whole bunch of people having guns, usually a lot more innocent people die. But who am I don't have no degrees. I ain't no politician. You get what I'm saying? I ain't the ones I ain't got the biggest YouTube platform. I'm not have no degrees to be a journalist on mainstream media. I don't have none of this. But the one thing I got is fucking common sense. And as well, have experiences with situations when it comes to these issues. And just because you have a degree in something doesn't make you a fucking a person that's always qualified to speak on certain issues because you have a degree in it. Because like I said, a lot of this shit that you have degrees in, a lot of this shit comes with humanity. You have to have a piece of humanity in you to understand these issues. But no, they just tell us you just go get a degree and you know more than the rest of us. Yeah. All right. Anyway, people, I hit y'all back up later, man. Leave y'all comments, hit that like button, support your boy. It's your boy Kenny, man. Peace and love to the world.